Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another live trading session. Tuesday, BJ just finished the daily time frame analysis. Yesterday we had the weekly crypto review, which was an absolute banger. It was like a fresh air um, analysis, and today we'll get to the normal and day-to-day analysis, and we are looking for trades. If you are new to our community, then this might be uh, a little fast paced, let's say, because I'm trying to cover lots of things, but I do think that um, most of you are already old members of this community. Uh, like a fast flash thought here, well, Bitcoin looks like wants to hold this trend line, but how many times will it hold it? Because we already have lots of equal lows and there's a lot of weakness here at the top. There's a lot of longs trapped and trying to ape into a position here, so I'm not sure how much it will this still go on. If we zoom out a little bit, you will see it's actually a consolidation triangle, and for me it's not a pattern that I like to trade. I usually just ignore it. I'm waiting for the pattern to get solved, and maybe then I'm taking a setup or two. So today we'll do the usual stuff. One mention that I have, if you have any chart requests, please go and put them on Twitter. So don't put them here in the comments because I won't take it here. We are discussing different stuff, maybe ideas and so on. But if you have a ticker, a chart, then please go and put it on Twitter. All right, coffee is ready. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And one more request that I have. If you didn't manage yet, please go on Twitter, leave a comment, a like, or retweet. It helps a lot the algo. Okay, let's go on Bitcoin. So, simple, easy stuff. We formed the range, and you know me, I absolutely love trading ranges. But there's an issue here because it's compressing. And indeed, I love trading it at extreme premium, extreme demand. But the issue is that the price is not coming anymore to those extreme demand or premium areas. That means that I'm forced to sit with the hands under my ass, if you get the point, because I don't have any location for short, I don't have any location for long. So I'll just have to wait for the market to solve this low time frame consolidation triangle, and then I will execute something. I don't know, some of you might say, well, let's plug in the THG, how I like to say, plug in the THG and go with the flow. Yeah, that can also be a scenario that you can actually go with the trend because we have a clear uptrend. But the point is that for me, the risk to reward has diminished a lot to the upside. Um, all of you, you know, I had longs since the bottom, since this area, 66, 67,000, had plenty of longs. And right here, definitely, I'm not looking for longs anymore. It's not an area where the risk to reward is there anymore for the long side. And okay, we speak from a risk to reward point of view, but if we speak from a structural point of view, it's even worse, because if you zoom out, you will see that we see it at resistance. All right, so this area, which previously was support in 2025, now most likely will be resistance. It's exactly the same reason why we dumped here in January 2026. So I'm not willing to open any new longs here, maybe in and out fast stuff. maybe, for example, if I get a retest here at 77,000. But thing is, I'm waiting for this level for for such a long time that I do think the fuckers will just blast through it and they will not look back. I'm just waiting for that level for 2 weeks, if I'm not wrong, and it's already uh, mid-May, and that level was not tapped yet, which is kind of intriguing for me. I mean, I have lots of patience. The patience is not the issue. Issue is that by front running the level so many times, the probability for the level to hold next time will be really diminished. And when the price will get here, where is my main area for another long, when the price will come back here, it will not hold anymore. That's the main issue. So usually price has to, in order to create efficiency, has to have this contrast between impulsive and corrective wave. Yeah. And lately, what do you see here? It's not that logical, to put it like that, in terms of retracements. I mean, here we have a 38.2 retracement, a slight retracement, and retest of this 79,000, which we did mention and we did spoke about it. If you want longs, the gap here in the volume profile and the daily retest of this area was the point to go. We did have longs there, if you remember. If you took them, well, that's good. We had some longs. I took some profits here at the value area high at 78.6. And now I'm flat on Bitcoin. I don't have absolutely anything. But if I would be to take something, that would be definitely some longs at 77,000.2. And definitely I would be looking for some shorts here at 82,800, something like that. I already framed the setups yesterday and I posted them. So if you are in VIP, you already benefit of that. I also discussed about them in the subscription area. So this is something that I would play on Bitcoin. I repeat, I wouldn't touch it here. Honestly, I don't want to touch it. I really don't like how Bitcoin moves lately for the bullish setups. I mean, I'm not just biased towards a setup. You can see I'm always looking for longs. I'm always looking for shorts. I'm looking for whatever market gives me and where the risk to reward is. That's why I'm unbiased and I really don't care about where market will be going. Here on a high time frame, I have the setup which I posted yesterday. It created some sort of I don't know, frenetic feedback because it wasn't well received. I don't know. For me, it's a basic setup. We can have one more here with the invalidation at this pivot high because basically that is the level which that was the level which basically market dumped from, and this is the pivot high. All right. So this one should be the invalidation for any bearish scenario to the downside. Absolutely, there are market there is a market status where actually we can swing failure this pivot high, because I do think we have some GP there. So it can be even the case that market can swing failure that pivot high and then dump. Yeah, there you go. So there are so many ways to skin a cat, but that's why I like to play level by level. That's why I'm not simply calling random levels like a lot of people are doing. I'm just playing what I'm having and I'm taking my wins and my stop losses accordingly. To 30 minutes, I wouldn't play anything. I repeat, I want to wrap it up. Not 3 minutes, 30 minutes. I want to wrap it up here. I really don't like the structure. I really don't like this ascending equal lows that we are creating. Also, we have lots of equal highs. So I'm not a big fan of taking anything here. Ethereum. Ethereum, pretty simple stuff. What I'll do here on Ethereum, I will play Fipong. Okay, we are still inside the downtrend channel. I still have this short here. The short it's on. It was quite a lucky one, you might call it. I'm still having that short. From that point, I didn't took any trade, honestly. I didn't took any trade. And I received a question this morning. It was like, well, man, you play shorts and longs. What's the logic? I mean, it's like flip flop, or what's the logic? And I want to. I didn't give an answer. Actually, I gave an answer, but it's premature. The thing that I cannot explain this in 2 words or into a reply. When you're trading setups. You don't trade bias. The problem with most people is that they are in love with a bias, and if you take a short setup, they will say you're bearish. If you take a long setup, they will say you're bullish. But that has nothing to do with making money. And that's one of the biggest problems that about 90% of the people that are coming to my page or our page, PJ Crypto Traders Arena, you will encounter, and we'll try to explain you that it doesn't matter. Long or short, it absolutely doesn't matter. What it matters is having a setup with your conditions and with your system engaged and specific scenarios that are applicable. I really don't care if I'm short and Paul is long. It matters about the setups because we both, me or Paul, can have distinguished setups, like, and one against each other in terms of order flow, meaning he's short and I'm long, and we can both make money. So try to change a little bit your mentality when it comes to trading, when it comes to asking those questions like, well, you have a short on Ethereum, you framed another short on Ethereum, and you framed a long. Well, what's the logic? Well, try to use your brain, look at the conditions, look at the areas, and what I'm trying to trade there. Yeah, for real. I mean, I'm trying to go back few years behind, like 4 or 5 years behind, when maybe I was thinking like that too. But you see, people are not educated in this space, and they don't receive the right answers, and they will think in terms of bias, and they will think in terms of how they've been educated. And the lack of education brings to poor risk management, poor execution, and poor decisions, and you will not make money. So for example, I framed on Bitcoin how many setups? One big, a big one, and then 3 little setups. 3 little setups. So 4 setups so far. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 on Ethereum, 8 setups, and then I have a short on Solana. Also, someone was asking, well, why you're shorting? Because there's a clear uptrend. I don't know. You tell me why I'm shorting, because the risk reward is there. I mean, look at the weekly time frame. Look at the swing failure pattern here. I told you I don't believe in breakouts. On altcoins, I don't believe in breakouts in a manner that it's way more profitable to short a breakout on an altcoin than just long the breakout. And you can see here, and I saw multiple people taking the trade. The point is that honestly, I didn't manage to post, well, I'm short, because it was quite late. I was going to sleep, but I posted the plan. And for the people that are educated and they know how I trade or how Paul trades, they will frame their trade, their entry alone. And actually, that's the point. The point is not to say entry here, stop loss there, and crap like that. That's not the point of trading. You don't learn anything there. So here I had a 3 drives, sorry. I had a 3 drives fractal 3 drives pattern into the channel highs. And there you go. We are already at the mid channel. I managed to take 2 short setups here. Both of them, they are sitting at about 3R, 3.5R. I didn't book any profits yet. I want to see, for example, if this trend line is broken, and if that trend line will be broken, most likely I'll book my partials. But until then, I'm not eager to book any partials, because the risk to reward can actually be really nice. For example, if we sweep these equal lows, or even this ones, which is highly probable at least to retest 94.9, there is a high probability for the price to hit this area here, 94.995. Then I will book about 6R from each trade, and that would be a total of 12R, and that actually made my week. So I repeat, trading, it's about understanding your system and executing it time over time. Yeah, I'm taking lots of stop losses, and lately market nailed my ass, literally. It is what it is, but I have to trade and go on. So we have, I don't know, 4 setups here, 4 on Ethereum, 1 on Solana. Now if you ask me, where would you long Solana? Well, I'm trading channels a lot, and I'm trading draw of liquidity and key SNRs a lot. Those are my main principles, if you observed so far. So we have a deviation here at this key SNR, and I think this area is not a bad area. Let's put it there. Let's zoom a little bit in. There you go. That's actually perfect. And that actually makes sense, because that would be a 0.5 GAN retest of this week. This week didn't have the proper retest so far, and it should come. There you go. It's exactly there. Now swing high, pivot low. There you go. So if I would be to take a long, that would come over here at 93.7. Also, let's get the spaceman BTC key levels. Weekly, monthly, we don't have too many things there. Okay, let's go 4 hours, let's go 12 hours. Let's go, okay, 12 hours, we have a breaker here inside. That's nice. That's actually a good sign. 1 day. That's the previous day low, the Monday low. Not bad. There are quite some confluences there. So there you go. It's not that hard, no? To find your reasons for a trade, to find the confluences and so on. You can make a snippet out of what I showed you here, and then you can make it yourself. And this is how I would take it. Give it some room, and then continuation to the upside. But I wouldn't trade necessarily along here. And yeah, you would say that, well, Stefan, if it goes there, then you have pivot high, pivot low, higher high. It means that the bullish trend would be invalidated. Not necessarily, because there's a lot of cases in trading when you have trend line liquidity grab. You have cases when market will just take the liquidity and then resume the trend in which it was trading. So there you go, short and long setups framed here. The thing is that when I'm trading, I really like my deep discount area and deep premium areas. I absolutely hate longing shitty zones. That's why maybe I'm not a very active trader of continuation setups, because my setups require a retracement inside 61.8 at least. And what you notice is that market makers, they are front running that area a lot lately. That means I should change my systems? Not necessarily. I'll still be looking for the maximum number of confluences, and I'll still be using my Fibonacci tools, but means that maybe I will have less entries than I usually do. But as long as the system is profitable, I won't change it. So Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's go into ZEC. Paul nailed this M top really nice here on 4 hours, 12 hours. Also, it can do an inverse head and shoulders, so there is a probability that maybe once it goes on the other side of the trend line here, maybe you can look for a low time frame long, like 5 minutes confirmation here. There you go. It's not there yet, so there is a high probability for the price to tap that trend line and reject again. So it might require some time, but I'm still looking for ZEC for a big retracement here into 300 area, which I do think will be retested. So I don't know, I think we have 10 setups so far. Yesterday, who remembers, I posted these 3 drives on ES. It triggered, we had a bearish market structure shift created after that. I shorted this breakdown on 1 hour time frame. There you go. And I already took partial here at the pivot low here. It can come back and take the highs again. Yeah, definitely. As for a long, I'm looking for this area. Same stuff. I'm not trying to be the smart guy in the room. I'm trying to find the proper setups and generate profits. I don't care about being right or stuff like that. So if I'll get something like this, that would be really, really nice. Altcoin, but I will be looking for shorts. Even if we swing failure one more time, I'll be still looking for shorts. Well, you have so many platforms. You know me, I don't like to shill anything. I don't like to speak about any exchange or platforms. And honestly, if I would do it, at least I should make a deal, because they offered like huge amounts, like 50,000 bucks a month and so on. But I don't know, it's up to you. You can use whatever. From back in the times with Paul, when I was learning from him, I was using Simple FX. You can use IBKR, you can use even crypto platforms like BingX or anything like that, or any platform that has traditional market. But keep in mind, there are some platforms that will do some little trickeries. I was speaking with the guys in the VIP, because, for example, if I'll take this trade, there is a probability that on crypto exchanges they will do one more week to the upside and take you out. While if you trade on traditional markets, on futures, like IC markets or IBKR, or maybe you have a prop firm account that the only one that uh, I would go are the US ones. I forgot the name, but they are not accessible in lots of countries from Europe. I know Alex is trading there. I know Otto was trading there. Whatever. But that's not the problem where to trade it. The problem is to find some systems that are profitable, because the platforms in 2026, they're not the issue. They're not the problem. Filecoin, well, it's respecting the levels quite nicely, you can see. It's respecting the levels really nice. 1.3 has acted as a big resistance. Now we have the intermediate retest here, 1.08. Then I expect another retracement. I don't have any setup. You see, everyone is calling breakouts, but look at the breakouts. They are coming back home. That's why on altcoins, honestly, I won't be a fan of playing any breakouts anytime soon. If I manage to get some deep discount areas, then yeah, I'll I'll beat them, the longs. But if I don't manage to have any deep discount, then I won't take them. I have a setup on this shitcoin. a short trade with a 0.38.2 retracement. We had the 3 drives here, and the 38.2 tapped perfectly here at this Wyckoff. And on low time frame we had even an M top. So I'm already in. If you, I don't know, if you want, you should wait for another entry. But I like the setup. The risk to reward is quite good, 6.5, especially if you don't give it too much room to the upside, but then becomes risky because it's a shitcoin. Look at the wicks to the upside. They are obnoxious. They are really violent. So it can, anytime it can wick out to the upside again. XPL, look at it. These levels were not imaginary levels. We discussed them 1 month ago. 0.88.6 here for longs, and then shorts at 0.112. Random levels you might call them, but look at them, they are working perfectly. And now it made a huge M top. If would be to beat this one again, I would weight it at 0.89 here. 0.8099. We have lots of liquidity there. And as I told you, deep discounts. From this one I took 75% profits. I'm out mainly. Oh my god, what's this shitcoin doing? Going for another ride to the upside? Maybe. Tao. Tao, I'm not touching it yet. I do think Tao will provide a nice short, but I have absolutely no reason for the moment. I let it be. XPL, same stuff. I posted the 0.09 level. We had a nice bounce. I didn't manage to take profits because my profit was a bit higher here at this red line at 11.5, and it was slightly front run, went to 11.3. Next bus dash, I already have a long. This is it's a high time frame long. I have many positions from March. You know, who follows me, I had lots of positions here at the lows, and most of them they are spot. Litecoin, ooh, I like what I see on Litecoin. Daily looks good. 4 hours looks very good. Okay. Looks good for a short, guys, not for a long. Oh my god, no, you're shorting the best coin in the world. Well, they told me that. I guess you're stupid. That's what they told me. Internal liquidity range play here. Lots of equal lows. It'd be nice to get another SFP, but I'll keep this one on my radar. Imagine being a coin like Litecoin and going to... I mean, I posted a chart and then they told me that I'm stupid. USDT dominance at value area low, trying to reclaim this key SNR. If this one manages to reclaim and make a nice W, then crypto will be going to zero, like Dan Peña says. Others. I know some people ask me about it, but there's nothing to update. I do think others, it's most likely going for this 214 level. And from there, we will see, because I want to see how the market is reacting there. I'm not blindly bidding, but point is, most of the longs have already been played out. If you look at most of the shitcoins, because I cannot call them altcoins, you will see most of the long setups already took profit or they are in deep profits, and I see absolutely no reasons why to look for a 2% move when you actually could have went for a 20% move, like on the setups that I posted. So right now we are approaching supply, and you will see that most altcoins, they are sitting into supply area. Oh my god, look at this 61.8, this GP retest. Damn me. Well, I cannot take all the trades. Hype, huge as huge as M top on daily. This is looking nice for a short here. Nice M top. I think this is the local top on Hype. Maybe I'll try to find some short setups, but it's looking good for a local top on high time frame. Let's go 1 hour maybe. Can't find anything. Yeah, this area 42.5, 42.8 maybe. I look for something. Bitcoin Cash. I'm still waiting for my setup patiently. I'm not in a hurry. I have a long limit order there. Zen, I have a long. Nothing I can do. Doge, this is an area where you want to take partial. I have a long there. Cheese, took profits. Cheese is a really nice coin. I mean, I'm trading it from time to time, but it's very profitable. It's moving nicely. JVX and US oil. Well. Nothing I can do now. Ethereum is trying to go for my entry. Ethereum is trying to go for my long entry. Damn it! For real, it front ran me. Don't tell me it front ran my level. 1 second. 2365. No, not that one. 2288.4. 2288.4. Oh my god. Front run by $1. I don't like this. Usually when I get front run, it means that the setup will fail. Fuck it. I do think that I'll get my entry because New York session is usually they are greedy and they will want their deep discounts and deep premium. And most likely they will create another SFP. 1 second, let me check that. I have the order there, yeah. 2288.5. And the stop loss, the week down, 2263. Okay, the limit order is there. 2288. All right. I don't know. I'll check the setups. The questions. I'll check the questions. Let me see total because I want to make this to explain this once and not forever, but you get the point. So I'm a stupid trader. I learned how to trade from a stupid trader also, which is profitable. A stupid but profitable trader. When I'm framing my ranges and I'm looking for key S&Rs, I try to keep it simple. We are inside the range from 2024. You can see here we had a slight deviation inside and then the price decided to act like a ball under the water, like a basketball under the water. What do you think the price will do here once it taps and it reaches this area? It has two how do you call it? Two scenarios. Thing is that if I look at this move and if I look at this move, they are totally different. Because look left a little bit, right? We had an impulsive upward movement, meaning that we displaced the previous range. We displaced this previous range highs, and this corrective wave, once the price reaches the previous displacement key S&R, it will bounce. It was absolute logic. Now it's exactly the same but the opposite, meaning that our impulsive wave was not to the upside but was to the downside. Oh, Stefan, so you're really stupid, man. So we had an impulsive wave to the downside, most likely meaning that this intermediate structure, it's a corrective wave. And what will happen is that after this corrective wave is finished, this strength from the impulsive wave will return in the same manner that this strength from this impulsive wave it returned here in a sort of AB equals CD kind of formation. And if we think about the same pattern here, that will make an AB equals CD and send it to the range lows. Pretty basic crap. It's not rocket science, all right? There is nothing impulsive about this upward consolidation from February 2026. We have more than 4 months. So if you tell me that this is impulsive, then you need to check your I don't know, the way you do technical analysis. So most likely, yeah, impulsive, corrective, impulsive, impulsive, corrective, impulsive, corrective, impulsive. So most likely we'll get an AB equal CD to the downside here. And then maybe that's because I do think that I will have some nice discounts on Ethereum. And I don't expect it to be right now. I don't know. I really don't care. You know me. I'm not predicting anything. What I'm doing is actually, if price does that, I will do that. All right? Pretty simple shit. I'm not here to tell you that on 22 May, 2 p.m. market will dump and crap like that. No, that's not for me. That's for the people who want to predict things and they want to be right so they can chase clutter and people to say, wow, you were so right. No, I'm here to make money and see what I can find in terms of trading. Okay, let's go on Twitter and see if I have any requests. I promised I will also go on the shitcoins I found. Oh, these are not shitcoins actually. These are little plays. I'm going to. I started IBKR portfolio with some stocks, and I'm aiming for a little old lady style. Credits to Brian. He's the one. I mean, I learned from Paul, and he learned from Brian, so credits has to go there. He's a great person. And I'll be aiming for like the technicals behind the executions. Behind the execution are basic, sell half on a double, meaning that if I bought something at $100, I will sell half at $200 and get my my money back. That's basically it. Now, which ones I will buy? Well, that depends on what market will give me. For example, this one, I found it. It doesn't look bad at all. We can see we had exactly the same pattern. Gave a nice shot here. Could have buy, let's say, at $2, sell at 4. Same stuff. $3, sell at 6, and so on. So I do think I will get myself half on a double from this area. I managed to buy at 2.7, not too bad. And I'm aiming to sell at 5, 6 area. I have another one here, this one. It could have had a better retracement. This is a 78.6 retracement, but what I liked about it, 78.6, it's a pretty good discount in my opinion. I like the fact that we had an intermediate breakout. We had some W's here at the bottom, and I managed to get in at 12. I'm aiming to sell 24. And this would be it. I will start digging a little bit more in the next period. Okay. Let's go on Twitter and see what questions I have or chart requests and so on. Well, only 24 comments. Seems like you guys don't enjoy this. Fartcoin, I framed a short on Fartcoin if I'm not wrong. We have a short setup here. channel highs. That's a high time frame short setup. AKT, it's a shitcoin, or yeah, I think about this one is requested. Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad. Weekly W's. There's some action going on there. Okay, not bad. Well, I don't know. You had multiple opportunities to get in here. You had this one, double breakout. Right now, I wouldn't chase. Okay, ICP. I have a big bag of ICP, and gladly this one started to perform because it was tiresome. I managed to accumulate quite a lot at 2.4, 2.5. I didn't have my short. It's around here at this week high, but nonetheless, pretty good profits. Now, as a key support area for ICP, I would look for this area, 2.8. I think that's a good area for adding back to the winning position. As for Tao, I'm not willing to bid anything until I get my 214 area. I'm waiting for that one a lot. Tao short and Fed short. Yeah, I can see Tao forming some resistance, but honestly, I don't have a setup. The price is not yet on the other side of the trend line. If you look at 2-4 hours, the price is still riding the trend line here. So I need a proper breakdown to the other side of the trend line here. Actually, this one should be, yeah. It's not, I don't have any structure for the moment there to say, well, look at this breaking down. Fed, front run my level here at 0.18, which was this W. And I do think we will have another dive to the downside. Now it's inside this range. We have equal highs, maybe a sweep of the equal highs, but without that, I wouldn't take a short. Nifty. Someone asked me about Nifty. Ooh, that's looking bad on the weekly time frame. It can be a range. I mean, I'm expecting if it's swing failures, this pivot low and reclaim back inside the range. So you can play, there are two setups that can be played here. Either short on external channel, external manipulation, or here at the lows. I would play the range still, but starts to aim out from what I see. NPC. Well, NPC, you can see I'm having some buy limit orders here. I'm not willing to bid here. I'm looking for a power of 3 for an AMD here. And maybe I'll bid something. RSR. RSR is not looking bad. You can see we had exactly the same boring period, but as Paul was saying yesterday, if you were not in 2022, 2023, in the shitcoin space, you will see that that it takes a lot of time for these breakouts to confirm. And when you confirm, you don't ape the top. For example, here we don't have a confirmation, we have a range yet, and nothing is confirmed. But if we get a breakout, you can see you will have the time to bid the retest. So I'm waiting, I'm expecting the same, maybe pump into 0.04 and then back a retest. It's trying to find a local bottom. XRP and ZEC. I think ZEC, I checked it out. Now we can take a look at XRP too. XRP USDT. XRP is very good coin for trading. I enjoy trading XRP a lot. Come on, what's going on? What's going on? Ethereum front running? No way. No, it's not front running. Point is that I don't know if I want to trade anymore. It's not the front run. And I think I have a trade. Let me check. Yeah, I have a trade. Trade is on. Now I'll live with the results. I won't try to outsmart the market or do anything else. I'll take my stop loss if stop loss will be taken. Okay. Also, I'll take some partial profits from Solana. Not yet. Not yet. It's still on the other side of the trend line, on the wrong side of the trend line. Solana will pay hefty for potential stop loss on Ethereum. What do you say short Nasdaq from the GP alignment with value area high and previous week high? Yeah, I'm honestly looking for shorts on ES and Nasdaq. Because I think they can be quite rewarding. For example, even if we take a retracement to 28,000, then you can still, if you have a nice entry, you can still have a 5 to 1 risk to reward or something like that. What the heck is going on? There you go. Yeah, so we can still have something like this. So yeah, I totally agree with that point. We are trying a break of structure here. We should get a retest at some point in time. And now the obvious the question of the people who have no idea about trading. Well, why you long Ethereum and short Solana at the same time? I don't know how to put it like that, but both trades are looking alright and Solana is in the profits. No, I will not relong. No. No, I will not. Because most likely we'll have a breakdown from this. You can see why I took the long here. Yeah? And it means we'll most likely flush to the next level on 2184. So if this area is not holding, I'm giving it some room. Maybe I will add on the New York session if it holds. It should do this, then tap again the channel, maybe double top. Here I get risk free. Here I'm hopping in the short trade and maybe breakdown. That would be my ideal scenario. But right now, if it goes under this area, definitely I won't try to take anything. Actually, I'm lying. I would take a low time frame 5-minute scalp. This is a 4-hour trade. That's totally different. But usually I don't like to speak about 3-5 minute trades in the live streams. I speak about them mainly in VIP because a lot of people will just break their neckline. Why? Because you can see there is a huge difference between having a quantity of 9 Ethereum and having a quantity of 100 Ethereum or something like that position size when you trade a 5-minute setup. So for example, what the heck? So there you go. So yeah, I don't find it, whatever. So you get the point. I'm waiting for a 5 minutes reclaim there. And maybe I will take a trade. A 5-minute trade. Stream ended? I don't know, I'm still here. I don't know if it ended. But hopefully you get my idea. And then I'll say, well, if you long the Ethereum, then you expect Solana to go against you. And I really don't care what market does. I care what I do. The way most people are thinking is the way that the market makers want you to think. Understand that. I mean, I'm trying to change the psychology in this space. I'm really trying to make a change on how you think. If you think that it's too risky to put 0.5 risk here But I know lots of you are smarter than me. I'm a stupid trader, me and Paul. You are very smart and you put 5% risk because dynamics and shit like that. And you want to triple your portfolio in half an hour. Well, I know those kind of things. I'm already tired, but hopefully I'll succeed on making a change in this space, because it's absolutely retarded the way this space is trading and executing. Whatever. All right. Deep profits in Solana last night. I was mocked a little bit because now it's at 5R. Why are you shorting Solana? Solana is so strong. Look at it. Let's long Solana. Okay, good luck longing Solana here. Maybe here at the lows at 94.5. Yeah, because that would be pivot low, pivot high, pivot low. Maybe retest of this week. But that's exactly where I'm pointing it. Now I remember that I have a long on Solana. But you see, you need to understand where you put the longs. You need to understand the difference between a deep discount and deep premium. And I prefer to not have a trade than just take a trade randomly. If this area is not reclaimed and we don't have a proper reclaim on 550 minutes, then I think this trade has short legs. And if you went with more than 0.5 risk, you can de-risk, meaning that you can take out some position. And what I would do is actually cut half of it at entry, wait for a 5 minutes W, something like this, zigzag again, hit the wall, then maybe reclaim, make this 5 minutes W, and then you can add back to your winning position here. But these things I don't have time to explain. I'm doing them on the live trades, on the live streams. I don't have time to explain live in each moment, each step that I'm taking. But this is what I usually do. If I see the price, it doesn't have strength and doesn't want to deliver me, I take half out. I'm waiting for proper structure, and then I add back to my winning position. What about Bitcoin? What about Bitcoin? Setups are there. What about Bitcoin? Everything should dump, in my opinion, and everything should dump quite aggressively. That's my stupid opinion. Well, I'm taking out from Ethereum, I'm taking out half, and I'm waiting for that 78.2 reclaim with a 5 minutes W. And I'm trailing my short on Solana, which is actually paying really fucking nice. I only have 0.25 here, 0.25 risk. I didn't took any partial on Sol yet. So that should be a good equilibrium. I will only add on Ethereum the other 0.25 if I see this. All right. I think that should be it. I think we can call it a session. It was a quite damn profitable one. I mean, I managed to take 2 damn shorts here on Solana last night, and they are paying really nice. They are paying really nice for the moment. Well, guys, yeah, I did look at X request, but honestly, I'm quite disappointed on the engagement, guys. I mean, we have more than 120 people in the live stream and only about 50 likes. I mean, this kind of live streams, they require a feedback. If your feedback is not there, if this turns into an echo chamber and I'm doing the analysis for the sake of it and I'm speaking like a retarded by myself, this doesn't make any sense. It means that you actually don't need this. And what I'll do, I'll just slow down and take the trades for me, for myself, trading the VIP with the guys, and that's it. It means that you don't need actually these trades and these live streams. So if the feedback doesn't go both ways, the value that you receive is not going the other way around to giving back, it means that you don't need it, and most likely I'll just step back and focus trading with Paul. Go on vacations, trade from there, do the live streams, which is 2 hours a day, and enjoy it. So it's up to you. ADA, it confirms an ugly 4-hour M top. GRT, and then I'll close the stream. GRT took all liquidity here at 0.3, 0.03, and most likely it will dump back. Please check chill guy. Well, now it's at resistance. I don't want to touch it here. Maybe if I get a dump back in this area, maybe I will take some longs, but not here. And that was it. So I'm really honest about this. If this turns into an echo chamber and I don't see the proper feedback, then I'll just trade my way and stop posting. I'll take care of VIP, of the subscription only, and even go private if this shit hits the fan and I see people are not reacting. Well, I'll call it a session. Keep in mind, Paul, it's going to be live trading in 4.5 hours from now. Short trades in profits. I'm just going to wait now. Nothing I can do. As I said, this one doesn't have legs in my opinion. I have 0.5% from deposit, 0.25% from deposition, but I closed half of it because, as you can see, we are trying to deviate below the trend line, and if that will happen, most likely the price won't hold, as I squiggled out here, won't do this, and it's actually going to do the other way around. And then some smarter trader than me will say, well, why don't you short here? I don't know. You tell me. I will try this SFP here with 0.5 risk on a 3-5 minutes reclaim, but that's all. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. Hear you in 4.5 hours from now. Bye bye.